Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and this video is going to show the fastest all-wheel drive cars in terms of top speed as of the Arena War update. As always, the position counter is in the top left with the actual top speed the vehicle achieved in the top right. And if you're interested in the performance of all vehicles in the game, check the playlist link in the description or the pinned comment alongside the lap time testing series. If you want to know more information about this testing, including the extent to which it's accurate and how useful it is for you personally, have a read of the full description as everything that you need is in there. And for the performance of any future vehicle editions, feel free to subscribe for new testing videos every Thursday and check out my Patreon or become a YouTube member if you'd like to support me and get testing results early. So here we are with the top 10 fastest all-wheel drive vehicles in the game in terms of top speed. We obviously had the lap time testing version of this video last week, and it's interesting that for the top speed version of this video, the Adder manages to sneak in still in that 10th place, just a little bit slower than the Tesseract, which was in 9th. And then for 8th, 7th, 6th and 5th places, we've got the selection of basically Benny's supercars, so the regular Italy GTB, the regular Nero, and then their custom counterparts, all very close together. Now, like I said in that lap time testing video last week, the primary distinction for these vehicles being all-wheel drive is that they're using all four of their wheels. Engine power from the car is going to all four wheels, so the front wheels aren't just used to turn the car, but they're used to drive the car along as well. Now that gives them great acceleration out of slow speed corners, but they don't do too badly in terms of top speed either, as we'll see from the selection of vehicles that are in this list. Now, one thing that I want to point out, as I mentioned in that previous video as well, is that this is accurate up to the Arena War update. So we haven't had a new DLC for 2019. We haven't had any new downloadable stuff since the Arena War update at the end of 2018. And things might change. Obviously, if there's a new update coming, we might see the advanced handling flags getting looked at and sorted, which may change the 30 or so cars that have those. And also we may get new vehicles added to the game that would have featured in this top 10 list. But these lists are at least giving us the lay of the land, giving us the general pattern of where certain vehicles are at the top of these lists going into any future DLC that we may get, hopefully at some point during 2019. So yeah, coming into the top 5, obviously the Nero Custom is in 5th place, and then an interesting interloper here in 4th place with the Toros, one of those advanced handling flag cars that I was talking about, one of the most recent vehicles that we've seen added to the game, and it's got a really high top speed. You know, it absolutely demolishes the SUVs class, even though it's terrible to drive because of those advanced flags. 127.5 miles per hour for its top speed, beating out all those supercars that we've just seen, and running the X80 Proto very close as well for 3rd place. It actually gets exactly the same top speed, but the X80 Proto gets 3rd place on virtue of being much quicker around the track. It's crazy that an SUV can have such a high top speed, and it is the 4th quickest all-wheel drive SUV, all-wheel drive car in the entire game when you're taking top speed into account. So coming up to the top 2, we've also got a non-supercar with the Italy GTO. Great top speed as well, again just pipping the X80 Proto. Obviously it's crazy with curb boosts, so in the city you can get even higher top speeds. And it's a really good idea for stunt races as well in the tubes, which give it a lot of curb boosts, if you can control it, that is, because it's not really an easy one to handle. But ultimately, the number 1 quickest all-wheel drive car in the game is the 811, which is also our number 1 quickest supercar in the game when we're taking out the rocket-powered vehicles of the Vigilante and the Scramjet, which are technically in the top 2 spots in the supercars class. The 811, it is all-wheel drive. It's nowhere in terms of lap time. We didn't see it in the lap time testing video at all for all-wheel drive vehicles, but that 132.5 miles per hour top speed that it gets does give it, you know, the number 1 spot when it comes to all-wheel drive cars when it comes to top speed. So that's it. Those are the top 10. Those are the quickest. As we'll see here, the little comparison between the quickest all-wheel drive supercar and the quickest all-wheel drive sports car. And yeah, they're very close together. And all-wheel drive vehicles can certainly pack a punch when it comes to top speed. Now, we're obviously going to be seeing the rear-wheel drive vehicles, both the lap time and the top speed for all rear-wheel drive vehicles over the next 2 weeks or so. So feel free to subscribe if you haven't already to be notified of those, and click the bell and all that kind of stuff that you have to do these days. But yeah, those are the top 10 quickest when it comes to all-wheel drive supercars for top speed, and our number one vehicle for lap time isn't even quick enough to feature in the top 10 for top speed, and that's how different it can be. So that's pretty much it for this video. Remember to read the description for more info, comment with your thoughts, like the video if you enjoyed or found it helpful, subscribe for more, and consider supporting on Patreon or becoming a member on YouTube. Thank you all so much for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.